people talking?
Yep, I see one for I'm ready. A friend of mine might come today. Depends on if he can stay or not. Hello to the two of you. I'm not going to be able to read chat that well because apparently it's minimized quite poorly. See if I can fix that.
I can't see anything.
That's slightly better.
Oh, look at that. What is that? Is that a bat?
It is.
What's the bat?
I will take 3 of those, thank you.
I like the bat.
Bowser time. I love that emote. It's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days, someone will pledge with the high tier sub and get to see the elegance that is the last one that I put in, because I love that one. Even if it never gets used, I'm just glad it exists now.
Yeah.
I'm glad that in my career of doing stuff on the internet, I could make that thing a thing that existed.
This person has never played Earwax, and it is by far our favorite game, but it always ends up being when everyone is left.
Well, because we usually do that at the end. I don't know, I kind of like the other one that we do where it's like you have to hold up fingers or point to somebody. That one's kind of fun.
It's like my favorite for non-streaming.
Yeah, I would agree with that
it's
for
like,
sure.
Even if it sucks for streaming, I still love to do it.
Yeah.
This one's definitely...
I think that one will work a little bit more with like a webcam or something like that. But this one will be fun. You'll probably enjoy this one. If you think inappropriate sound effects are funny, this is the game for you. Even though we never do inappropriate here, ever.
Oh, never. Not at all.
I don't think we've ever seen the bat, actually. I think we've seen all these other ones.
Yeah, I've never seen the bat.
That is actually a pretty sick Wind Waker background.
Yeah, this one is, it just kind of has all of them.
Nice.
Done kind of like Scott Pilgrim style.
I was about to say, that looks like Scott Pilgrim.
It does. Or Vice, thank you for the resub. Yeah, I forgot to mention that if you sub with Twitch Prime, it cancels after a month. Thank you for the resub. Enjoy the continued Bowser emote.
It's even got like old villains from...
Oh yeah, and it's got the Majora's Mask down there too.
There you can see there's Zant back there, there's the Oracle of Ages villain, and an Oracle of Seasons villain back there.
Nice.
Oh, that's so
Bati.
cute. Look at the little plant.
Tingle.
Look at the little... For all of you that don't know, the person who is usually SugarK, I am Primal Pupper for this one, because it's an in-joke between me and Brandon on how to properly classify wolves.
Yes, and I'm Hoot Boot.
Hoot boot.
Hoot Boot.
Because you want to boot K-Por Gabor out of Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask for that matter. Even though he's not as bad in that game.
What was it?
I just decided to go with generic name.
The name that came from... we were watching a College Humor, and it was basically they were narrating Grant's Friday night plans as if it was a...
Like a sports center thing.
Yeah.
Molly with a 0, thank you for the follow. And that does indeed rock.
And it was super beautiful.
I really need to replay Earthbound.
Because I don't know what the other guy was named, but it was... One of them, it's like, they were introducing themselves like Sports Center.
I was looking for that earlier.
What's that? Stop popping your neck.
Did that in class last weekend. It was like,
Are you okay?
Who did that?
there's a girl behind me.
One of these days you should just like pop your neck and be like...
I'm so...
Start drooling out of one corner.
You get used to it. It's that you don't do it very frequently, though, but then when you do, it sounds like you're snapping your neck.
You should hear what it sounds like to the actual person doing it. It sounds like the equivalent of like a lumberjack hitting a log with an axe that's not quite sharpened. It's awful.
Some guy rigged up a thing to like fake static, like when you touch somebody and it shocks them.
Yeah.
He rigged up a thing to like fake that, but really bad. So like whenever he was doing like drive-throughs, he would do that and then fake passing out and then driving his car drive off.
Nice. Very nice. Shall we begin with the wax of ear?
Yeah.
Let's...
We'll let it play so people can understand.
It's true. I'll crank up the volume on the game a little bit.
Hello, welcome to Earwax. I'm Mother, and I will be your host. Now, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get 6 sound effects on your device. One of you will be the judge. The judge selects a prompt. The rest of you, you choose 2 sound effects that you think go best with that prompt. The judge picks the winner. First player to reach 3 points will be the winner. Shall we? Judging this round will be...
Yay!
Select a prompt.
I can't get a point.
Our prompt will be synopsis of The Lord of the Rings.
Oh, great.
Use those sounds wisely.
How lucky is it they recorded "You Shall Not Pass"?
All you need on top of that is potatoes. Or the remix song of that.
Yeah.
There is nothing good.
Yeah, nothing really good.
Yeah, I have nothing.
I don't either, so I'm just gonna go with two random.
I was gonna say, you could just pick ones that are funny, so.
The Lord of the Rings.
No.
That would be Star Wars.
Wrong one.
That would be Star Wars.
The upcoming Boba Fett movie.
Yep.
What? I agree with the angry horse,
Yeah,
though.
I'll agree with the Angry Horse.
That seems very on trend.
I'm gonna have to go with this one.
A winner has been selected. The sound
The angry
chosen
horse's
are-
Shadowfax.
No.
Because I didn't plan to watch Lord of the Rings for the sex scenes.
The point is yours.
Hear anything like that? No.
Meet the judge.
The
Select
bat.
your prompt.
That is a very adorable bat.
Yes.
He's like a cute angry.
And the prompt.
I want to see someone do like a perler beat of that.
I shouldn't have eaten that expired meat.
Oh boy.
Time to choose your sounds.
Oh boy. Oh damn, I don't know.
I have like one perfect one, and then the rest are just like.
It's that it lends itself to one very specific
Yeah.
set.
I shouldn't have eaten that expired meat.
Good boy.
What?
Made in the USA.
Oh,
Like
gross.
wobbly. Well, what is a very clear winner?
I didn't even hear what it sounded like. The first one.
Judging is done. The winner is.
I do like how three of them involved an animal, but they were all a different animal.
It's like the pig squirrel. It's like, that's very fresh meat.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Though you probably shouldn't eat it without cooking it first. Especially not pig meat.
Pick a good one. The prompt. Conspiracy theorists.
Oh, this can be weird.
Select your sounds, everyone.
This has nothing to do with the topic. I just thought it would be funny together.
Conspiracy theorists.
That's a very long one.
It is.
Here, kitty kitty.
The first one is my fucking
That's
favorite. Ah!
A decision has been made. The chosen sounds are.
It's so funny.
1 point goes to you. Way to go.
What was
The
the
judge.
Yu-Gi-Oh one that you hate so much?
It's that one that bone dragon or
Curse
something.
of Dragon? Or...
Yeah, it's some stupid. Hoot boot.
Oh, you're talking about like the sound effect for it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it's
fucking,
really
it's
bad.
just a hawk. It's like you couldn't have recorded a dragon noise.
This player
Like, I don't know, like they did for maybe Blue Eyes?
It's like they had the giant moth and it was just an elk call.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one too. I've got nothing for this.
The prompts weren't that great. So.
I'd had one that was trying to beatbox, but it was a different person.
This player trying to beatbox.
Oh, those are what those things are called.
Which one is it?
I want to know about the solid punch. Is that the person typing punching the typewriter, or is that someone else punching the person typing on the typewriter?
It's Ludicolo trying to beatbox.
The best sounds have been chosen. They are
I do too. It's very electronic.
It really
Oh,
is.
it's Ludicolo.
Nice.
He's like, I know.
You made the bat happy.
the judge is. Pick your prompt.
I'm like, who's
It would have been
that?
great if you had played that, because it would have matched your little...
Oh, yeah. It's funny how they only give you like 15 seconds to pick a topic. When you actually judge which one, you get 80.
How this player reacts to getting tickled.
Well, I know this first one.
Two sounds.
If anybody's got no.
It's the hawk screech. Probably not super off with the hawk scream.
The clearing throat hawk scream.
Mm.
I want someone to do that in real life. Maybe we'll get lucky and that will be our
Hurry, Brandon.
valedictorian speech. Just
How
that.
this player reacts to getting tickled.
Okay.
Good boy.
What?
What?
Not good.
There's two things on two different things I like. It's like one part of two.
Can you please play the angry voice on phone again? That was hilarious. It's just complete gibberish.
The judge has decided on the winning sound.
Oh man.
Well, because it does make me angry.
That's true, it does make you angry.
You are now 1 point richer.
Man, who
And the
the
judge is-
worst?
Choose the next prompt.
Molly the flower pot.
Or could be a sapling tree. It's got a little thing in it. I bet it's a tree.
It's a very happy
Your
tree.
prompt is as follows. What's waiting for us in the afterlife?
A shotgun.
Sound selection starts now.
I actually had pretty good options for that one.
I don't know what this last sound means.
Uh-oh. That's always good. That's what God sounds like.
Good answer.
What was that last round?
Huh?
What was the scream last round?
Yeah, that would have worked really well. Don't miss that noise. Oh, gross. Oh, well, I know which one was yours. Oh, gross.
Messed up.
What did you, out of curiosity, what did you think it would sound like?
I have no idea.
But not that?
Yeah, I expected like one sound, but it was like...
Like maybe getting hit with like one of the pool toy, like the wet
Yeah.
noodle things.
But it's a wet cheek flappy to begin with.
Yay.
I still like my idea of it being the Charlie Brown sound effect for just whenever you get to heaven, God's just there. Wah, 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 wah.
You have earned 1 point for yourself. You should be proud.
What it was like to watch porn in the 90s.
The judge will be. Please select
bat.
the prompt.
That's funny.
I now present the prompt. An ugly baby. Time to choose
Oh boy.
yourself.
God, that's awful.
I have no clue.
Oh, that's so awful. I'm not a baby person in general, but there are some ugly ones out there.
4, 3, 2.
Yeah, they don't give you much time on the selection ones either. Just the judging.
Help.
Oh God. You got some dark ones in here. Holy cow.
Judge, do your
A
thing.
lot of underwater bubbles, actually.
Yeah.
A decision has been made. The chosen sounds are.
Help.
Is that the baby or the parent?
Based on points, a player has won this game.
Yay.
We have done it.
Here is the winner of the most likes. Yay.
Nice.
Was it for the hawk?
Probably. I think 3 of them were from that. I wanted to see what the bat looked like
Are
in
we
color.
yeah. Are we staying same players or new players to get different characters? Because that's what's nice with seeing all the ones they have. Because the animations are super cute.
Yeah, I say we do like a new set just to see if there's new ones.
I don't want to be Primal Pupper. I must be fierce.
There was one where we kept thinking the eyes were on top of the apple, or the on the bottom of the apple when they actually weren't.
Oh, either does it have like the little eyes at the bottom, or does it look like a little granny face?
Yeah.
Abd.
Look
Abades.
at the seal.
Nice, well played.
Oh, Brandon.
All that one was missing aside from that, if you'd known what it would sound like, would be like the double pinch fart.
Yeah.
Would have been perfect. I think we've gotten all these before. Maybe not the seal or the... Did we get the mime?
We've had the seal.
We had the mime?
I don't think we've had the mime.
That looks familiar. Yeah, we've had the bee mime.
Maybe we have had the mime. The bee mime.
Molly asks if you could turn up the game volume. It's a bit difficult to hear.
Sure, I can turn it up.
Hello, welcome to Earwax. I'm Mother, and I will be your host. Before we start,
Let me know how that sounds, by the way. I'll let the instructions play again.
Be the first to get 3 points, and you win.
Even though the
Jolly
instructions are actually pretty short on this.
Yeah.
Another reason why this game's good.
She says thank you.
What
Hooray, you're welcome.
Little Granny Smith apple over there.
The prompt is,
Oh, but it can't beat
source
a...
of protein.
Oh, what are the really good ones called? Honeycrisp. Can't beat one of
players
those.
select your sounds.
Oh, that's horrible. I can't do that.
This is the most fucked up. Who would choose it as you choose it?
Oh, yeah, I did. I couldn't not.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Because
how
you're a
terrible.
Californian. Not the beach boy.
A good source of protein.
Here, kitty, kitty.
You like cats.
I do like cats.
Hi.
Needed more zombies and less ghosts. Oh, gross.
It is very long.
Breathe deeply.
Turn it up.
Let the game.
You
That-
gotta breathe deep, then turn up.
Turn it up.
Well, let's break it down. I swear, some of the just like the voice lines are the best ones.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's some that it's like there's no way to predict what kind of tone they'll put
Yeah.
into it.
It just tells you if it's male or female, but that doesn't always help.
The best sounds have been chosen. They are
Here, kitty, kitty.
It's not that
Oh,
impressive.
that's nasty.
your reward.
True, but I don't think he likes cats, if I remember
Congratulations.
correctly. So, always appeal to your judge.
Prompt time. Pick a good one. Our prompt will be, how you know they're the one. Time to pick 2 sounds.
Hopefully, there won't be any wet farts.
How to know they're not the one.
Love this like little elevator music while you're waiting on the timer.
How you know they're the one.
Very horror movie today.
Bring it on.
What? What do these all involve like accidents? Almost all of them do.
Judging is done.
All but one
The
of them.
winner is
Bring it on.
I just like the mental image of that.
the point is yours.
Just like flailing it around in your hand.
Judging this round will be
Dual-wielding them.
select your prompt. And the prompt is what all the teenagers are into now. Select your sounds, everyone.
Oh man. I don't know what one of these is gonna sound like, and I apologize in advance. Based on just the description it gave me, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What all the teenagers are into now.
Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, thankfully.
Oops.
Oh!
Oh, that's just wrong.
Judging commences now.
Was it the male or the female one that we didn't get anytime we've played this?
Male.
It was male? Yeah.
A winner has been selected. The sounds chosen are
Oops.
1 point.
Gotta get all those likes on whatever the new Vine is now.
I'm the judge. Time to select a prompt.
Vine 2.
Yeah. Now with more Vine. I think Molly's a cute name for a seal.
I think so.
The prompt. So this is how the world ends. Not with a bang, but with a...
Sharp metal twang.
With an oops? I feel like it could be an oops.
So this is how the world ends. Not
Hopefully
with
it will be a
bang,
gem.
but with a...
Yeah. Wow.
Good girl.
Let the judging begin.
Good girl.
The best sounds have been chosen. They are... You are now
I feel like
one
that
point
could be the actual end of the world. That's just the last thing you hear.
Choose the next prompt.
Was yours the robot one, Brandon?
Yep.
You know what, Brandon, for you, I'll pick this one.
Here's the prompt. How this player gets when sports are on. Time to pick two sounds.
I'm such a big sports fan.
Score a goal basket unit.
Come now, pushing two buttons isn't all that hard, is it? How this player gets when sports are on.
At least you're responsible.
Stop. Ouch!
I don't know why I love the grunt so much. Just.
Yes, the Charlie Brown parent sound.
Onward!
I don't know, there's a couple good ones here. It's kind of a gross sounding vacuum.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The judge has decided, and the winning sounds are...
Who's the one grunting?
That was more so for the stabbing sound effect.
You are rewarded 1 point. Congratulations! And the judge is... Pick your prompt.
It's cheeky flush. Pick.
4.
Your prompt is as follows. Kanye without the auto-tune. Sound selection starts now.
That better impress me.
Okay.
I think this one probably will impress you.
Kanye Kanye
with what I had to
the
work with
auto-tune.
anyway. Insane one sounds
What
a
are you
lot
waiting
worse.
for?
Like the crow call.
I do too.
Ew.
Judge, start judging. A decision has been made. The chosen sounds
I
are.
do too.
I wish it could have been that with the car skidding. That would have been great.
That's the thing is they were almost
The game
tuned
is
very
recommended as I have declared
identically.
open.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
I think I got second with like
This
1
player
point.
received the most likes, but I like you all
Brandon, you
equally.
got the most likes. We're still the biggest losers. 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah, we just got one last time.
Huh?
Did you get one last time?
No.
I did. I got one last time. So you're just the biggest loser, period.
You mean?
Sucks to suck. Sorry. Sorry, babe.
Should we do one more round of this?
I think so.
Should do new players for new icons, and if anybody else wants to hop in. Dude. I'm not getting in first this time. I do like how it has my user initials in there, though. That's nice. Don't think we've seen the Magician Bunny.
I don't know. I don't think so either. We've never
Definitely
seen that
not
one.
seen that. It's a lot bigger than all the other animals, like just in terms of scale.
What is Mirror Bay?
It's a character in Pokemon Coliseum with a giant afro. And in the sequel, he kind of dresses like Michael Jackson. Except instead of the one gloved hand that's white, it's a gloved hand that's black instead. But like the outfit's pretty much similar, just different color changes. Probably because they couldn't blatantly rip him off, just like they tried to do with Plants vs. Zombies, and then they had to change it. That one would be new as well.
I think so.
It's the most terrifying.
Wonder what it'll look like when it wins or loses. Maybe it'll just be like right up next to the camera.
You know, it's an amazing feeling when things don't work out your way and then you get used to it, but then they do work out. It's like, oh man, I'm not gonna have a full-time schedule this semester, and it's like, that sucks, but then the more you think on it, it's like, oh, I could do other stuff,
Yeah.
won't have as much responsibility, and then suddenly it's like, okay, I guess I can have a full-time semester and have all of that right back. It's like I just got used to the idea that I had nothing.
Yeah. That's kind of how I felt about missing out on this vacation. It's like, oh, I'm not going to be able to go to Switzerland. That really sucks. It's like, on the other hand, I get the house to myself for 3 weeks. There's no noise. I don't have to deal with jet lag and then come back for an 8 a.m. class the next day.
Oh god.
Yeah. I don't have to babysit my parents all the time because the way our phones are set up, we would have to be together 24/7 for 20 days. So yeah, the more and more I thought about it, the more and more I'm like, this seems like a good idea. I'll be missing out on a once-in-a-lifetime trip that I could just save up for and take anyway.
Yeah.
In another part of your lifetime.
And actually go where I want to.
I think everyone's in.
Alright.
3,
Plus, I'd also be missing out on the 100-degree weather, and I don't like cold, so... What I've always wanted to go to the Alps for,
Earwax,
babysitting.
my mother and I will be your host.
of it. Yeah, I had to talk with
Pay
the
attention,
advisors
this is
yesterday, and it's
One's
like,
for
what
you
the
if
heck
the
do I
judge
need a
likes your sound
non-credit
test.
lab
3
for?
points is all you need to win
And
this
it's
game.
right, you know how
Let's
it's
get to
usually
it.
for your science classes, it's a 4-hour credit?
Yeah.
So you just have to sign up for the 3 and then the 1
Sounds
hour
like a
separately. But at the
Oh.
same time, for it to even count as registering.
Well, did they at least get their heads out of their butts?
It's the... For some reason, it was showing that they still had spots in lecture, but none in the...
This
the
player's idea
labs.
of foreplay.
You don't want to know the answer to that question.
Time to choose your sounds.
Oh, right. I don't know why I thought I wasn't playing this one. Why are half of these animals trying to tell me something here?
Or you try to tell us something.
I think the game is trying to tell me something, and I don't want to hear it. Which is why I didn't pick either of them. Or any of the 3, I should say.
Derek, now the time.
This player's idea of foreplay.
Who wants hot dogs?
Ew! Ew! Closer. Getting closer.
Try again.
Okay. And we're back down to 0.
Onward.
I can safely say that the bagpipes are one of my least favorite instruments of all time. It is very high up there for my least favorite.
They're nice when they're not played like shit.
The point is
Yeah.
yours. Enjoy it.
But I feel like they're such
The judge,
circumstantial instruments anyway.
There's one song I can think of where I like them being in the song, but it's like a heavy rock song and it actually works really well.
Have you seen the episode of Friends where Ross is learning bagpipes?
Yes.
And then Phoebe at the end of it.
A brief summary
Just
of
like-
War and Peace. Select your sounds,
Ooh.
everyone.
I've actually read this book.
I never read it.
You're really not missing out, so. The worst part about that last round is now I kind of actually do want hot dogs.
Foreplay worked.
A brief summary of War and
It
Peace.
made me hungry? Yeah, I guess.
Welcome.
That's not far off, actually.
Judge, do your thing.
I like that it specified weird goat ba.
Yeah.
They're like, that don't sound right.
That sounds like something coming from a machine that's about to
Best sounds have been
explode.
chosen. They are
Welcome.
I literally just picked the 2 that I did because it was like a short punch and something else. I'm like, well, you wanted
One
brief.
point for yourself. You should be proud. The judge.
War.
Prompt time.
Peace.
Take a good one.
War and Peas.
Oh man, there's some really good ones in here.
Do you first.
Hobo party.
Here's the prompt.
No, really.
Hobo party. Players, select your sounds.
Get it, Brandon.
Why do you always assume it's me?
Because I see your.
Hobo party.
Yes! Perfect timing. B&B cool. That was perfect timing. Well done.
It's like, I didn't know that effect was in the game.
Well, we're gonna have to listen to half of those again. That's ripped straight out of one of the other Jackbox packs.
Not good.
All of the rest of them I didn't even hear.
A winner has been selected. The sounds chosen
It's too
are...
fucking perfect.
I literally just picked it for that reason. That was hilarious. Also, I do like the pain scream, so...
1
It's
point
so
goes to
happy.
you. Way to go. Meet the judge. Select your prompt.
SugarK.
Stop saying that!
Trying on bras. Time to choose your sounds.
It's like you either have no experience or you have some weird experience.
Doesn't mean I can't pick something inappropriate.
Trying on bras.
Gross.
It is very long.
Please wait.
Ta-da!
Good job.
Judge, it's in your hands.
See, that needed to go with the ta-da.
It did.
The judge has
That's when you find
decided
one
and
that
the winning
fits.
sounds are...
Does it come with a wake-up noise?
I just imagine like the good job just a
You're
dude.
rewarded one
Good
point.
job!
Right?
Judging this round,
Just
Some
appears
guy
in there.
creeping out.
Nice.
please select a prompt.
It's the Mario sports announcer. Nice on!
The prompt. You should wait 6 hours after eating before doing this. Sound selection starts now. You should wait 6 hours after eating before doing this.
Hello.
Oh, gross.
Hi.
Let the judge begin.
That was funny.
I like how two of them involve farts that also go hi or hello.
That one brought attention to their fart, though. The other was trying to make up for it, I believe.
Sounds are...
So let it be known you should wait 6 hours before hunting falcons with the machine gun.
The point is
Taking your
yours.
Even though I'm pretty sure killing a falcon is might be illegal.
That was the most American set of noises.
It really
Just
was.
an eagle screech would be better instead of the falcon. Texas log! Never been more proud to be a Texan than the Texas log.
Look, I don't want to burden you with difficult tasks. I'll take care of it. Our prompt will be... this player putting on a pair of skinny jeans.
Well, at least I didn't get picked for that, I guess.
Tell us how accurate this
player
noise
putting on a
is.
pair of skinny jeans.
Oh boy.
Ah, 100.
Just imagine every step.
Let the games begin.
The was supposed to be a cartoon fall down a well that lasted like a second.
Yeah, it really did. I like the regular falling down a well.
Yeah.
Mhm. Molly, we like how you like to take your time. You're probably the only one to actually sit and think about any of these.
That's true.
Warning. A winner
God
in this
damn
game
it.
has been decided.
That's what you get for thinking. Should know better than
Check.
think.
No? Oh.
the
The
button.
third time in a row.
Yeah.
Get off this game!
Let me introduce the winners of the most likes.
I like how they're like kissy facing towards each other. Alright. I guess we're gonna do it. I'm gonna run to the bathroom if we're waiting for shit.
Okay.
Tell us in the comments what you want from this pack. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we will go back to this pack, and then I will put a straw poll somewhere as soon as the thing would like to actually go back. Even though it's going to be a very small straw poll, I can still do that. Were you just waiting for her to leave so you could do that?
Yes.
Nice. Alright, so if you go to the link that I've posted in the chat, that will give you a link to...
Are you just waiting for her to leave?
Oh, right. I should probably turn that off so I'm not hearing myself. There we go. So you can vote for one of the three things. We're not doing Bomb Core because that kind of requires every player to be in the room because you actually have to communicate on that. So we've narrowed it down to just Fibbage, Bidiots, and Quiplash XL. Or Fibbage 2, I should say. But I'll leave it on this screen. I'll flip through the three real quick. So Fibbage, lie to your friends, avoid their lies, and spot the truth. So it will give you some kind of fact. You will fill in the blank, and then you will try to guess the correct one while avoiding the other incorrect ones posted by your opponents. Bidiots, we still haven't really figured out
Yeah.
how that works. But we know that predatory loans is a thing, and it's quite funny. And then Quiplash, since we actually have a decent amount of players, should work pretty well. You'll be given 2 prompts, and whenever you answer the prompt, it will be matched up against a person that also got the same prompt. It will only be one other person. And then everybody who did not play in that round or had that prompt will vote for the best one. And then again, Bomb Core is just like a bomb defusing one. We might try doing that at the end, like with the 3 of us, but we're not very good. We weren't really good when it was just the 2 of us.
Yeah.
We got to like round 5 and then died. Plus, it apparently only supports 1 to 4 players. That's probably for the best. I imagine with 8 players, that would be a nightmare.
Your dog's rude.
I know.
Right over here.
More comfortable.
More comfort.
This is fine.
Ow.
Is it comfortable now?
I don't weigh that much.
It's like a really warm, heavy blanket.
Which would be great if it wasn't, you know, the middle of the summer.
Yeah.
And based on the votes, it looks like it shall indeed be Fibbage.
Y'all lying motherfuckers.
No, it actually was. See? Hooray.
Because everyone wants to lie.
It's fun. I enjoy
I'm trying
lying.
to look at my phone, Brandon! I like the Karma Chameleon up there.
Caitlin, now I don't know my real name.
Even though I'm pretty sure I've called you by your name like multiple times since you started streaming with
You'll
me.
understand why. You'll understand what he means.
I forgot you get to pick your sound effects for this one.
Yeah, that threw me off.
No, we can't play like this, right?
I mean, you'll know exactly what he's typing in, so...
Well, I won't look. I like the background though with all the chameleons. Did you see the chameleons? You're gonna get back on your chair?
You can get back on the chair.
Do you want me to switch that chair and one of you can have the nice comfy chair?
Nah, it's fine. I'll go to the chair.
Yeah, you will.
Plus, since I don't keep the back on it, if it actually does hurt, you can always use that pillow.
Imposter!
I'm just waiting to see if Brandon will eventually just be like, alright, I'm done.
Ow! Ow!
Sometimes having long hair pays off. I shall turn it to attack position.
Okay.
To be fair, I feel like a boo hat with that picture on it can only be worn backwards.
Ow!
That's true.
Oh yeah, I found that in my old stuff the other day, by the way, since I was thinking of snakes.
I saw that last time.
The snake dictionary.
Oh, yeah.
Ta-da.
Noise.
I'd forgotten I had it. And apparently I still have it.
I love snakes.
I think that's everyone.
Yep. I wouldn't mind having them, but my mom is terrified of them. But that's because she grew up around them whenever she was a kid, because her brother loved the snakes.
Snakes are great.
Welcome to the game, I'm Cookie, and I gotta say that none of you look like your dating profile pics. There's 5 of you I see. Alright, well you all seem great, give or take 2 of you. Let's do this.
Probably me.
Hey!
Yeah, it's probably...
This is round 1. You'll get 500 points for everyone you fool, and you'll get 1,000 for finding the
I like
truth.
the color blue I was given.
And you've got a defibrillator.
Oh, it does look quite nice.
Remove all but one lie and the truth, and just one defibrillator.
Nice and pastel-esque.
All right, pick a category.
Dark.
Great.
Okay, here's your first question. Nicolas Cage has already bought his grave in New Orleans. It's 9 feet tall and shaped like a
Declaration of Independence.
Now use your device to type a lie that might fool
Just
the
picture
other players
anything
into
that's in
believing
any of the
it. If
movies
you
that
get
he's
stuck
in.
For half the points, you can use the help button and get a suggestion. Do it now.
Now. You don't really care for the color of the yellow that they gave me.
Yeah. It's a baby food.
It
Yeah.
is.
Okay, now find the truth
Wicker
and
Man.
select it on your device.
How did it in fact get burned?
All right, who picked what?
Crap.
I mean, Aura of Ice. Oh man, you really got you.
Apparently
love
everyone
those
knew that but
chameleons.
me.
Yes, a pyramid.
Look at him.
Because where else would a national
Yeah.
treasure be buried?
I know, they're so happy.
I thought it was
that's
cotton
it.
candy at first, but I think it's supposed to be a torch.
In my heart, it's cotton candy. Seems very on trend with chameleons.
Man, Aura of Ice is winning again.
Yeah.
Select a category.
I know it's gonna come up.
Duh, it's fetch.
Yep. It's almost
Okay,
like I know the
question.
people that watch my stuff.
Omurashi is a strange fetish in which a person gets aroused by blank. Type in your lies now. Hurry up! Okay, which one's the truth?
What's an Olden?
No clue.
Let's see what everybody selected.
Yay.
Yay.
I figured everyone's
Fucking
gonna
it up
go for,
today.
like, the sushi,
And the rest
and
of the
everyone's
board
seen
goes
the
unselected.
people eating the sushi off the.
It. Yeah, I gotcha.
I figured that's where everyone was gonna go with it.
I feel ya.
I figured that was yours just because you took a long time to type and you're like a pretty fast typer.
Time to pick a category.
I like how there's marriage and then right next to it popped up with purgatory.
So Caitlin was on the other side of Derek, and as soon as she picked that, I see her just pop out from the other side of Derek, just staring at me.
She married a blank named Bruce. Write your lies now.
When she married a Bruce named Bruce. Oh, I should have put a spruce named Bruce. Oh, no! That would have been genius. Oh, now I'm disappointed.
I kind of like Bruce the Bat.
Because I was going to put, like, a tree, and I'm like, eh, that's not very funny. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Both the auras fell for it.
He's so dumb, he got it wrong twice.
That's clearly how that works.
I like that. That's funny.
Yeah!
I knew it was a fair. Like, I've heard of the girl who married the Ferris wheel, but I didn't realize it was named Bruce.
Bruce.
And that
It's so
means
weird.
People marry. There's someone who married the Eiffel Tower.
There's somebody who married the game of Tetris. Like, just in general, not a specific copy or anything, just the game Tetris.
The highest grossing game of all time.
It's
Yeah.
pretty sexy.
Dude,
It's my
I mean, she'll never have to work for the rest of her life, so I guess that's a bonus.
Why are chameleons so fucking cool?
and remember to use your
He's like,
defibrillator.
they look like they shouldn't be considered as cool as they are, but they're
Yeah.
just really interesting.
Select a category.
Get that word.
How about...
Okay, here's the question. Chicago Cubs Hall of Famer Charles Gabby Hartnett had the less than flattering nickname Old Blank
Fuckface.
Fart face,
You're lying
flat
now.
face, fat face.
Hurry up, use a suggestion if you can't think of anything. Alright, where's the truth?
Well, Old MacDonald had a face.
Okay, let's take a look.
I almost picked square.
Yeah. I was just like, well, it seems like something that could be correct.
I didn't realize that went kind of with Gabby.
Yeah. That was why I didn't pick it. Ah, the tomato face.
I figured because it's like, oh, maybe he gets red and flushed a lot, you know?
Or maybe he just, like, the first year that he was in the Cubs, he just got, like, sunburned really badly one day.
I did like Old MacDonald face.
That was pretty good.
I was gonna say leather.
Leatherface.
Alright, pick a category.
Beauty.
Rocky?
Reactions.
Okay, here's the question. Although not considered a beauty aid today, Cleopatra attributed her good looks to blank. Input your lies now. Okay, there's a truth out there. Find it.
Wow, that made that easy.
Pick something.
Hurry.
Good job.
Okay, what did everyone pick?
Really? That made sense.
I was thinking about putting that too, and then I was like, eh, no.
I had no clue. I had no idea.
Maybe? I don't know.
I switched my mind from that one.
Yeah.
That didn't help me.
So it was eating pickles then.
I don't want
I
pickles.
thought that was Caitlyn. That so sounded like something Caitlyn would put.
Yes, I was in the bathroom like, you know what sounds good? Some pickle juice.
I didn't realize they had pickles back then.
It's one of
Because, like, I
those...
used the defibrillator and it was malaria and eating pickles. I'm like, oh, they didn't have pickles. That was easy. It also did not give me good options for the life of me. It had burning your feet. The other one, meat hats.
Okay, here's the question. Italian artist Cristina Guggeri created a provocative series of digital art pieces depicting various world and religious leaders. In each art piece, the leaders were blank. Write your lies now.
Sure, these won't be inappropriate.
Okay, take a look and find the truth.
Oh, they actually, there's some good ones in here. Dang.
Let's
I
see
think I
what
just picked
everybody
wrong.
selected.
Like, all this
Yep.
art fixed... It's like, all of these could have been something that happened.
I feel like zombified could have happened. I feel like obese could have happened. I know that couldn't have happened because that was me. I feel like the one that were there all women could have happened.
Yeah, like, all of these could have done some sort of statement.
Yeah.
Ish. Not sitting on a toilet. And that's
I feel
probably
like
what it's gonna
especially
be.
the zombie one of like how all leaders are at their core the same or something like that.
Dang
Like
it.
how we all picked different ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's sitting on a toilet.
I almost chose that one, too. Because I'm like, that sounds weird enough to be true.
It's
The
not my
same toilet.
favorite art series.
All of them
That's a
just together.
giant toilet right there.
Or is
Just
it
bonding.
crowded?
Bonding
No one
on
wanted
a
to
toilet.
no one wanted them to be animals.
So I had no idea the defibrillator was a thing until you said something last round.
Yeah.
I had no idea that is a thing you could do.
You can only do it once. And if I remember right, you can't use it in the final round.
Oh.
That's a good thing I used it then.
Yeah.
Look at that
I could
beautiful,
be, I could be wrong about that though.
look at that beautiful jackalope.
Because I feel like the final round's worth so much that they wouldn't let you do that.
Yeah.
And now,
But it
your
might.
final Fibbage question. the really weird competition added to Ireland's Lady of the Lake Festival in 2015. Enter your lies now.
I don't even know what the Lady of the Lake Festival is.
Yeah.
Probably because it's Ireland and not United States.
Hurry, hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something.
Sounds very religious.
It could be.
Because I've been to
Okay,
something
find the
like that.
truth.
Whoa, that was cool. Oh, okay, good. My thumb slipped and I almost accidentally hit one that I wasn't trying to hit.
Blue.
All right, let's see what everybody picked.
Crap.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be the one that I changed my mind from.
Yeah, or the one I hit by accident.
I went to a Lady of the Lake University. That's gonna be it. I almost picked that one too! Because I'm like, that is the weirdest one there.
And nobody picked the other lies up there.
Why would anyone decide, like, let's make that a competition?
But
Why?
Went to a Lady of the Lake University with my school. And they have a sword that was removed from a statue a really long time ago, and they don't know where it is, so you get free tuition if you can find the sword.
Oh, nice. Yeah!
Nice.
I was like, I had 3,500, the next closest was 8,000.
I really like that background with the bird.
Yeah.
It's like little mockingbirds with Venus flytraps.
That's actually really cool.
That'd be my wallpaper.
I mean, I like the Venus flytraps on the other one, but I don't like the color as much.
Mm-hmm. Those look like mockingbirds, full on.
Yeah, they do.
You see what I mean, Brandon?
I do.
Alright, new players, same players?
Let's go with same players. Unless, well, I'm willing to bet there's probably no one else stopped in. Yep. We're good. And I'm now hungry. Curse those hot dogs.
Welcome to Fibbage. My name's Cookie. Let's see what your names are. Looks like we got 5.
Oh yeah, Jason reminded me about how he said that you owed him lunch when you went to Blue Sky that one time with
You
him.
know who I'm
Yeah.
talking
Because we went today, so I've officially paid him back, but he reminded me about that. So did it let you use the defibrillator in the final round? Or did it lock you out of it?
I think it locked us out because I didn't see that as an option.
It looks like an ad at the bottom of your choice.
Yeah, it does.
And you've got a helper, the defibrillator.
Why doesn't
You know
this
what?
have
That's
like a
all
predatory
one
loan
lie.
sign
Only
on?
one use per game, so use it wisely. Time to pick a category.
Finland.
Psychology! Psychology!
Yeah, don't pick Finland.
Please!
Yes. Now we're all gonna get it wrong.
That has been my entire summer so far.
It really
A
has.
strange study by a Humboldt State University psychology professor. Blank, as a group of people, are extremely happy with their lives. Type in your life.
I know one answer that's coming up on this.
I'm not sure I even understand how the question's phrased.
I think it just
Yeah.
means like a group of people, like, I don't know,
Okay.
like tall people or something like that. Yeah, it took me a second to get it too.
Okay, here are your
Bronies was not
choices.
on there. I'm surprised.
Hope it's the 80s middle.
I'm picking that one just because I hope it's the right answer.
I like the music.
All right, who picked to watch?
Darn.
They might be happy. Oh,
Yeah.
no gamblers happy.
No.
Guaranteed.
The house always wins. I knew it wasn't that one.
It has to be that. Oh no! You were very convincing, and we hate you for
Something you might
it.
be interested in. Fans of 80s metal music were glad to hear the news.
When was the
What
study
year
done?
they have
Yeah, I'm curious.
To be
And
fair,
nobody picked
80s
any
music
of
is
these
the
other
bomb.
lies.
I mean, yes,
So,
it definitely is.
I understand them being super happy.
Yay! I'm not last. On the board, technically.
You just tied it for it.
No, I'm technically not at the bottom. Sort of.
Alright.
No.
Cultist was so fucking believable.
It really was, yeah. Oh, hey!
Wendy's!
Wendy, woo!
Here's the question. In 2005, a man in Manchester, New Hampshire was charged with stealing from a Wendy's. Interestingly, the man's name was blank. Input your lies.
Probably
now.
some deviation of Wendy.
Do you know what's actually really interesting about the cultist thing? In my psychology, in social psychology right now, it's talking about attributions like due to availability. And so I've been reading more about cultists, and so that's the one that I'm like,
Hurry,
it's the
get
easiest for me to
line
attribute
if
it
you
to.
can't think of
Yeah.
something.
That's some real ass psychology.
Okay, where's the truth?
Donald McDonald or Ronald McDonald. And then, like, 3 normal names.
Okay, let's take a look.
Just for you, I picked that for all the Walters out there. I didn't really know which one it was going to be.
Please! It's that you had each side of the coin, and then like the
Like
that
the
was
full,
too
the full deal.
Yeah, that would have been too funny.
Crime. And that means some of these didn't get picked.
His name could have been Wendell.
You don't know. Could have been Wendell. Could have been Walter. Everybody gets a like. Probably because I assigned a like to everybody. You're welcome.
Category.
Do collecting.
SugarK, let's go.
Stop!
Okay, here's the question. Back in Victorian England times, there was an occupation called a pure finder, which entailed walking around and collecting blank. Write your lies now. Okay, here are your choices.
Abandoned hats.
You know, just around.
I think I clicked the wrong one actually.
Yeah, I gotta stop hitting the button with my thumb.
Alright, let's see what everybody picked.
Ah, no one picked abandoned hats.
I liked that one the most.
I did too.
I mean, it's Pure Finder. It could have worked.
Are you a virgin?
Come with me!
Is it abandoned hats?
No.
I wish it was abandoned.
That would have been funny, but no. Dog poop!
Why do you want it though?
Mm.
If this was a job hiring in my neighborhood, most of you bums wouldn't be qualified.
Wow, someone's angry. Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm crushing this right now.
Falling in the ranks. It's fine.
Which is a shame, because mine was the closest to the actual answer.
It was. I almost was like between those two, and I was like, I like clams.
Now it's round two, where all point values are double.
A decision we all have to come to terms with someday.
So if you can't think of the right answer, just choose the one that makes you happiest.
Yeah.
Alright, pick a category.
Oh, damn, I thought that said poison. Why are there 2 that say Finland on here?
Finland.
Fine, we'll do
Okay,
Finland.
here's the question. If you're thinking
Wonder if
about
it had been a
pursuing
different question or not.
PhD, go to Finland because their graduating students not only get a fancy doctoral top hat, but most also get a doctoral blank. Enter your lies now.
Doctoral blowjob.
Hurry, hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something.
Fedora.
Doctoral sword.
Go to Finland because you can get a pen.
Go all the way there for
Doctoral
that.
pen.
Doctoral.
It just says doctor on the side.
Alright, who picked a what?
Well, then that means a sword, because I used the defibrillator and got it wrong. That would have been really funny if it had been pen, though.
It's like, thanks for your money.
Here's a pen.
We all knew what was up.
And
Have the
these
same
incredible
thing.
bluffs somehow went unselected.
With the sword because it made me happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to start doing that now.
It sounded very believable. You know? And it was distinct enough that it didn't sound, you know?
Our Vice has got the top 2 spots.
Yeah.
Time to pick a category.
Finland's still
After
on
I
there.
screamed at you.
Finland again! Finland again! Yeah!
Same
Okay,
question.
Gee, oh, what's actually different questions? Okay.
Blank. Then you should train to enter the annual World Championships in Savonlinna.
Throwing
Finland,
hands.
and see if you can
I think I actually know the answer to this one.
Write your lies now. Okay, which one's the truth? Let's see what everybody selected.
Damn.
I figured sheep were accessible. And not too heavy realistically to be able to throw. Well, fuck.
That sounded like at least one had some skill to it, because like if you just try and wing it, you're gonna like crush it in your hand.
That's actually really funny to see people do that.
It's mobile phones. Because Finland hates the future.
See, again, mine was close, because I put computer monitors. They're both electronic. Plus, you see all those videos of people, like, hucking old monitors, like, outside of their windows and shit.
I think sheep requires more skill.
It probably does, yeah.
Because I know other places fucking do that, you know?
So I guess the ideal way to throw it would be as if it was like a flip phone to have it, like, compact, because the air current wouldn't work as well otherwise.
Or you flip it open and make
Okay,
it a
here's the
boomerang.
question.
Oh, that'd be great.
A new security system
Somebody should actually make a
installed by
boomerang that looks like a
fast food
flip phone.
chain Subway hopes to thwart theft by a mechanism that sprays robbers with blank. Input your lies now.
Mayonnaise.
That stuff is pretty nasty. Ain't nobody else eating it.
I have no clue. With acid!
Why don't you just be like water?
Just, Subway takes it way too seriously.
Okay, find the truth.
With DNA. That did not work at all.
Just pull it over you.
Like, I've got no points right now. I literally cannot do worse, so I might as well just pick at random.
Okay, what did everyone pick?
The problem was it picked DNA at random. Yay! I got points! It can't actually be DNA, can it? Because it's... I feel like that should have been the first one that came up be like, no, this was wrong.
Got Caitlin or tuna water.
I see, I probably would have picked tuna water if I picked legit, because that stuff is also very gross. You're kidding. You've got to be kidding me.
Okay, good.
You've got to be kidding
How do
me.
you spray someone with flour?
Dude, no way.
What?
Yeah! How do you spray
Cops
someone with
can
DNA?
identify the robber by running a black light over them. Currently, every hotel bedspread in the country is a suspect in the theft of a 6-inch
Ew.
Black Forest ham on honey oat.
Where's the
And
DNA
let's put
from?
this last one out of
Yeah,
its misery.
good question.
And they said blacklight.
Ew.
It's gotta be a black thing.
I'm still in dead last. I got someone fooled and got the correct answer, and I'm still like half the score away from
I
the
keep
second.
forgetting that's the defibrillate, you know?
It's
The
time
Can I use
for
it
the
again?
final fibbage.
No.
Just one final question.
I mean, I didn't. It didn't help. So.
Because I would have picked DNA out of the goodness of my heart.
Here's your final fibbage question. The weird name of the all-female gang that terrorized parts of London during the 18th and 19th century. Type in your lies now.
I have no clue.
Good punch.
Okay, there's a truth out there. Find it. Let's see
I'd
what
not be the
everyone's
first one
like.
out. Instead of chick flicks.
And sick tricks.
Yep. Oh, I should have added that. That'd been great.
Is that it?
Okay.
Yeah.
You know why I did Pussy Riot? That's the name of an actual band.
Yeah, it is.
Bluff somehow went
I just like
unselected.
elephants. That's why I picked it.
It seemed off-trend enough. It
A little
seemed
bit,
very
yeah.
like London-y, you know?
It either had to have been either the real answer or a lie for me.
Yeah.
I actually kind of caught up at the end
You
there.
did. That was impressive.
With 2 rounds
Yeah, 2
left with
rounds.
no points.
Only 2 rounds where you gained points and you wound up almost catching up.
That's really sad. Oh well.
Not mine is clever.
Which one was yours?
Gucci gang.
That was pretty good.
I like that too. That made me happy. I like how me and you both used very contemporary words.
Yeah,
for
you did.
For like genitalia. But yours was a nice pun.
Should we do one more round of this, but with new players in case there's anybody that wants to hop in or change their name?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
Maybe I won't
Brandon,
get
if
that
your name
nasty
isn't
yellow
Coochie
name.
Game. Coochie Gang, sorry.
Woohoo.
I'm sad I don't have the dog.
It's a much nicer color. I like the green way more than yellow.
Hi, stuff. Bling. What does that stand for? Was that you, Brandon?
No, it's not him.
What's it stand
It's
for?
not him. It probably won't fit Tingle Tingle Cool and Pa, would it?
I doubt it. Unfortunately. I checked my hand.
Why?
I misspelled it. I would have looked dumb.
Any good ones in there?
Getting goosed, gunshot, truck horn, or bonk?
You know what getting goosed means, right?
No. That's the noise for getting goosed.
Yep, that sure is.
Brandon,
What?
That's
you
horrible.
mean? Eat the trash.
Threw it in the trash.
What is that from? You know what I'm talking about? That's from a video. Trash.
Trees.
Me and Brandon.
That shade of light blue is quite nice, though.
It is.
Me and Brandon watched Keith from the Try Guys on BuzzFeed
Yeah.
eat all of the items from Taco Bell. Just try them all to see how they were.
Oh, man, that
And
sounds awesome.
Had just a bucket of things that tasted identical.
That doesn't surprise me, but it would be fun.
Yeah, he had the apple empanada that they sell, and he ate it, and he's like, "Wow, this fucks McDonald's. They're pie to death."
Nice.
Which would be interesting to try. His favorite, I think, was the black bean burrito.
Those are actually pretty good, yeah.
It's not technically not on their menu. So it's only on their menu on their website. It's not actually on their.
Physical menu.
Yeah. Do they have a date for when they're gonna get that one that's near here?
No.
Done.
No idea. We keep that.
I mean, it looks like they're making good progress, but we all know it takes more time on the inside than it does the outside to finish a building.
That's
so.
the thing, is it's I feel like we've seen Chick-fil-A's from the ground up come
Right?
together faster than this.
Yeah, I was like, oh, hey, they're making a new. Oh, there it is.
Is the chat lively?
Nope.
No, there's like a couple messages.
I'm gonna stand near you for a second till we start playing.
I looked over and saw the white screen. I thought you were looking up what goosed meant.
No, I'm pretty sure I know. What was that one Scooby-Doo thing that was really messed up? Like Fred and his big brother or something? Like,
What are you talking about?
Not ringing a bell.
there was like something where he's like, oh, it's like his brother's visiting and he's like, oh, he's gonna show me what whatever this is, and like if you look it up in the dictionary, it's just
yeah.
like really fucked up, like
Nice.
like tapioca pudding or something like that.
I know you're. Oh no, it was like, oh yeah, like the whole like gang of like the guys and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I showed you the one of like it was from one of the Pokemon movies where if you listen to just the audio on it, it sounds really bad. It's like I think it's Pokemon Ranger in the Temple of the Sea where they have to get a crystal that's like fallen out of a pillar and put it back into the slot. Otherwise, the entire temple is like gonna get sent underwater. And if you listen to just the audio, you can just hear Ash and Dawn being like, "It won't fit," and they're like, "Well, just try to force it in there," and it's really awkward and funny. It's so good. So if you have nothing else to, no other reason to watch Pokemon Ranger in the Temple of the Sea, you have that reason to watch it. Because let's face it, you're probably not going to watch it for any other reason, because it's not very good. The original's actually not bad, but Mystery Mew is also a really good choice.
I don't remember any. I feel like I've seen a lot of them. I feel like I've seen theoretically all of the ones they've put out.
I've got a DVD of these four. Because I went to Walmart and found it for like $3. I'm like, yeah, why not? Because it's some of the older ones, so it's the good ones. It's got like the Selby one. It has Latios and Latias.
Do you know why I love the Celebi one? Because my favorite fucking Pokemon in the entire world is Suicune. I love Suicune with all of my heart.
Because I don't think they show him in the third movie. I think it's just about Entei, who's not really Entei. It's just like a guy turned into Entei.
Yeah, it's that kid's.
I never liked that one. The kid seemed whiny, and the father seemed overprotective to the point of it being a massive character flaw. It wasn't that great.
Being trash.
Not just any trash, though.
I like how we both got blue. Mine is more pleasant, though. Yes, it is.
I kind of like the light blue, actually, which is very rare for me. I like the light color more than a dark color.
I'm a big fan of like dusty colors, like the dusty blue grays.
I do too. I like rain cloud blue and I like cyan.
Mm-hmm.
See, this, the wall colors in here, they always look blue to me, but the actual paint color is a silver color.
Is it?
Yeah, it's called Hi-Ho Silver.
It looks
blue to me, but I kind of like it the way it is. I like the blue gray.
Periwinkle-ish?
Yeah, kind of getting there. Not quite enough purple in it, though.
Yeah.
But I like the color for it. It's just, like, I thought for sure it was blue.
Yeah, for whatever reason, any, like, color that they say is silver usually comes out blue.
Yeah.
Some things that bothered me in Destiny, there was a shader called Xeno Silver.
Yeah.
And, like, on the little item preview, like, it'll have, like, the 4 different colors that's on it. It, like, looked like silver and really cool, and then you put it on your character, and then it's, like,
Blue.
just bright chrome blue.
Aw, that's disappointing.
It's usually trash, though.
Oh, yeah,
Colors on there.
Destiny shaders suck ass. Like, they're so bad.
You're not going to know what color it is, so you actually put it on.
Yeah.
I guess people can tell us when they think we can reasonably just go for it.
The only good ones were, like, super unattainable and, like...
Oh, of course.
It was all in, like, raid stuff that, like, 20% of the population ever completed. Like,
Oh.
Step that! Step it!
Now we're just making SpongeBob references. Who's going to win this game of Fibbage 2 or of trash? It won't be me, that's for sure, based on my performance last round.
Alright, I'm gonna do everyone's end. Because we've been hanging around, and I think everyone...
Yeah.
You know, if someone was gonna come in, they would have already...
This will definitely be the last round of Fibbage, though, just because we've already been streaming for an hour and a half.
72 weeks away from retirement. 6 players. Last chance for you to decide.
I feel like it hasn't been that many games.
No? Okay, let's
It was 3, including this one of this, and then, what, 4 of Earwax?
This is round 1. You'll get 500 points for everyone you fool, and you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. And everyone gets a
Now everyone can see this again to forget it in 5 minutes.
2 answers on any question. Save it for a tough one.
Or don't.
Select a category.
Goose.
Well, we were talking about it earlier. Even though this is not the goose they are referring.
In Minnesota, some refer to the game Duck Duck Goose as Duck Duck blank. Input your lies now.
I really hope someone just puts duck.
Duck, 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 duck.
Duck. You'll never know which one was you.
Okay.
Yes, someone did it.
Find the truth.
Duck, 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 duck.
Duck, 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 duck,
Duck,
duck.
duck, more ducks.
I just tried to use reasoning on that, and I probably shouldn't have.
Duck, duck, gray goose.
Duck, duck, moose. I kind of like duck, duck, moose.
I do too.
It's pretty good.
All right, let's see what everybody picked.
Ghost.
I am the box ghost.
Duck, duck, G-host.
Ouch. Not the G host.
It's a male goose. Sorry for bringing you information. I almost put swan, which is why
I
I
put
chose
swan.
And it was also.
What? I put swan.
Wait.
And believe it or not, it was
it. Wow.
Thanks for all the points. I appreciate that.
also blank.
I might actually be correct on this.
All
Yeah.
the 3 ones who put that lie too.
Nice.
The most popular game in
I
Minnesota.
tried to use that. It was like, well, gray duck, black sheep, maybe.
And nobody picked any of these other
No one
lies.
picked more ducks. I gave it a like, though, so I appreciated that. Well, at least at least I didn't do that bad last round. I never got to send to the minuses.
Swan, swan, duck.
Or we could just change to the first 3. Swan, swan, swan.
Category.
Swan, swan, swanson.
Swanson,
Swanson.
Swanson.
Okay, here's the question. During a Fish concert in 2013, 92-year-old actor Abe Vigoda came on stage and danced in a blank costume. Enter your lies now.
It's a very nice sound effect, whatever that first one was. With a little harp.
Uh-huh.
Hurry up, use a suggestion.
Ooh.
All right, where's the truth?
Danced in a dancing costume.
Quality answer. I can't really pick out any of these as being wrong.
It's because it's like the whole point. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah. But even ones that could be like an actual costume don't seem that ridiculous because he's 92 years
All
old.
right, who picked what?
I almost picked that one too.
In the trash. Be a cowboy, baby.
What's that? What is that thing from We Party You with like the douchebag pose? Yeah.
Ah!
Ow.
Wow, that was one
I don't remember
heck of a
picking
lie.
salmon though.
Heck of a lie.
That's what I thought I picked was hot dog.
No!
That's what I almost.
I
No.
didn't-
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, good. I didn't pick hot dog because like Derek probably put that because he wants hot dog.
I wanted to put wombat, but I'm like, why would it be wombat?
I didn't pick that one because I thought you put that.
Same.
I was like, well, animal, yeah, no, it's probably not that. And then I went for the other animal
It
anyway.
said it was a random ass animal too, so it.
Yeah. I was like, that would be an animal you would know, but it didn't seem like an obvious costume for one.
I liked the idea of a minotaur costume.
That would actually be pretty cool.
All right, pick a
Mini.
category.
A mini, like the mini man,
Minotaur.
the tiny manticore from Adventure Time.
Alright, Teku.
Well,
Not spelled
wait
Teku.
forever.
Hey, hey.
Okay, here's the question.
Duck, duck, manticore.
The University of Tokyo developed a special type of paint in 2009 that
Oh, I know that one.
to blank. Write your lies now.
Ugh.
My eyeball getting goosed.
Hurry, hit the live
Someone's
stream
getting
It's
too
the same
close
shape.
to it. Ooh.
button. Okay, there's a truth out there. Find it.
That'd actually be pretty cool if a paint had the ability to block Wi-Fi signals. I kind of hope that's the answer.
I feel like that's a lead paint. That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good point. We just did lead paint. This is our torture chamber.
Okay, let's take a look.
Damn.
Yeah, because at first I was like,
I was
how
like,
though?
It's too outlandish.
Yeah, I was like, that's really weird. That's been around for a while. Much longer than 2009. I appreciate that, thank you.
It's that I did it. It's like it looks different wet anyway. What the fuck? You back, bitch.
Oh, it's not. Then what's the actual answer?
Block Wi-Fi signals.
Is it talk?
And look
No.
what we have here.
Because you said that about lead, and I'm like, oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That
Didn't
means
you
some of
say?
these didn't get
Watch it have been like, I was hoping it was going to be just change color in general.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that's helpful,
I
thanks.
put that one because I figured people were going to go that route with it.
Which one? What'd you do?
Just change color.
Just change
Oh, two
color.
people did actually.
Oh. Me and TUK.
I feel like Play Movies would have been alive for me.
Yeah.
This is round 2, which means all point
Sounds like
values are
something
doubled.
Tokyo.
It does. It's Japan. Japan's weird.
Later if you haven't already.
No offense, Japan. We love your work.
Japan's fucking smart. is
They're
what
smart,
that
but they're also weird, and that's like, it gives you very interesting combinations.
is. Purgatory or novel? Oh.
Purgatory.
I guess that was the answer.
Okay,
It's a
here's the
novel about
question.
purgatory.
In
So Dante.
2013, the Vatican made the unusual announcement that devoted Catholics can now reduce their time in purgatory simply by
Not dying.
Input your lies now.
Ah.
I have no clue. I actually got to see where Dante was born when we went to Italy.
Can reduce their time in purgatory simply by a lot. Oh man, I hope that's wrong. I really hope that's wrong.
All right, let's see what everybody picked.
Dude, I got it right. No way.
He
That was
just
the other
wants
one I
you
was-
to be healthy.
That was the other one I was debating between. I think I got it right. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That sounded too plausible. Aha!
Wow.
By the way, guys, that doesn't actually reduce your time in purgatory.
Genius lies.
Like, I'm pretty damn sure that it doesn't.
It gets you straight to heaven. So go smash that whatever button over there.
Yeah.
I feel like he'd have some cool tweets. This
He
dude
probably
is
would,
right
yeah.
now. He's chill.
Time to pick a category.
Like, I would follow him, but I wouldn't follow him for that reason specifically.
Okay, here's the question. In March of 2015, Canada's central bank sent out an email officially requesting that people stop drawing pictures of blank on $5 banknotes. Type in your lies now.
It gets worse every time I hear it.
No fucking clue.
Hurry! Hit
I
the
don't
like
think it's
button.
dicks, because I feel like that.
No, that's too obvious.
Okay.
Hey, no one put it. I'm proud of you guys.
I feel like I've heard this one before. Because
Right,
Yeah.
it
yeah.
sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think I picked. If I remember correctly, it's because they like combined certain like lines and shapes on it to make what it was. Why would you want them to stop drawing pictures of rabbits? Rabbits are adorable.
We all knew. Because they defaced the president's face, didn't they, for that, probably?
Yeah, probably.
And the rest of the board
But it probably, because of his ears, there's probably like some straight lines that they just connected into the triangle shape to make the ears, so.
It's that I can't remember who's on the $5 bill.
I have no idea.
It's Canadian.
It's what?
It's Canadian. Canadian banknotes.
What is it?
Not American dollars.
Oh.
I mean, but it still might be somebody
I don't
important,
know.
though.
I just thought of money. Well, it's probably the Queen.
Could be. I don't
Probably
know.
Queen Elizabeth.
Okay, here's the question. A McDonald's
Someone
in
stole all their
Cambridge,
food and their
England
name was
upset
what?
some local patrons in 2015 by announcing that it will require
It was
each
Wendell,
person
right?
to blank before entering. Enter your lies now.
I like how it keeps the paint splatter in the background from whenever it's like, pick which one you want. I just now realized that. It's harder to tell with some of the darker colors, but this one it's a lot easier to see.
Okay, here you go. Find the truth.
To knock before entering.
Let's see what everybody selected.
Hey!
I was thinking maybe they stole the like doorbell or something. I don't know.
Could have been, yeah.
But,
That seems like more of a thing you do in the US, but I figured I'd try anyway. Like if they just gotten like robbed repeatedly or something like that.
it was too outlandish. Suck it!
Yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't that. It's either this or the Allegiance, I guess. Yeah.
Why?
I did the
It's just
defibrillator.
another sign that Mayor
I feel like,
McCheese
again,
has gone
people that
back
were
to
drunk could have
power.
caused a lot of problems.
And the rest of these lies didn't fool a soul.
Hey, move it all.
We're doing a lot better than we did last round.
Poor Ludicolo.
Been there.
You're about to
Watch him
enter
fool us
the
all, get it right, and
Fibbage.
somehow win.
Just one final question, and it's worth triple. Good luck. Take a look at your final Fibbage question. At $39 million per gallon, the most expensive liquid in the world. Input your lies now. Hurry, hit the lie for me button if you can't think of
Liquids!
something.
I can't think of anything liquid.
I was trying to think of something like really, really weird on like the periodic
Mountain Dew
table.
Platinum.
Is that how you spell liquefied, or is that wrong?
That looks right to me.
I don't know.
but,
It looks wrong, but you know, English is weird, so it could be. It could look wrong and be right. Ooh.
Alright, who picked what?
Had to.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's too weird.
Darn. I feel like it could have been for a really rare snake if they needed the antidote.
That would have made sense.
Oh, of course.
I
Yeah.
figured that it was easier to get a hold of snakes than it was
And we're
for
done.
scorpions.
I feel like it would just be how rare the scorpion or the snake in question
and
would be. Because
yeah.
there's so many different snakes out there. I was in first until that happened.
I did the rhino horn, and do you know why I did that? Because at the moment, it is worth more per ounce than gold.
Wow. That's really sad.
Did you see the headline about like the poachers at that one sanctuary that they went to go kill rhinos and they were killed and eaten by the resident lions?
I feel like that was deserved.
I know. It's
like 10 times over
all
deserved.
of the comments, it's like, I've never been more happy.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the most uplifting story of the week.
Just some one guy at the bottom in all caps, literally no one will miss you.
That's, yeah, because the person who runs it was like, we're so thankful to our lions for protecting our rhinos.
Yeah, really. Alright, so shall we switch party packs?
Well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom after too as well. You're welcome to join in that if you want, because I'm about to close the pack, so feel free. So in the meantime, I will do a poll for which party pack will go to, either 1, 3, or 4, and then after that I will do another one for which game in there we want to do. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. It would take longer to get the scorpion venom than it would the snake venom.
I'd agree with that.
That's actually a really good point.
I figured that...
Did not think of that at all.
I figured it would be some sort of venom because sometimes it's really hard to access it some places.
Yeah.
But I figured it's easier to get a hold of snakes and get more from snakes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, the big thing about scorpions are the ones that are super venomous are the ones that are really small.
Yeah. I should have thought about that a little bit more, but I didn't. I just was like, it's probably a venom, that makes the most sense, but yeah. Oh well.
Only put one
Yeah.
up there.
One.
Is it
one.
or maybe 3?
Alright, so pick what you like from there, which party pack we'll be doing. If you'd like a list of them, you're welcome to look it up, because we'll go into each individual one for whichever one gets picked. From the first one, what I can remember off the top of my head is, obviously the first Fibbage is in there, since this is the second party pack. What else is in the first one? You Don't Know Jack is in the first one?
Probably.
It may not actually be. I don't remember.
What is Bomb Corp?
It's one where you work together to defuse a bomb, but we didn't put that on the poll because that's more of like an everybody has to be in the room, because you'll get like 12 instructions, and if it was the 3 of us playing, like Brandon would get 4, I would get 4, and you would get 4, and it'd be like stuff like cut all the green wires, and then I might have a rule that says ignore rule 3, and he might have rule 3. So like you really have to coordinate for that one, and there's no way you could do it in like a group chat.
Guys,
It's also very hard. We were really bad at it when we played.
now we're available while everyone is bathrooming for Q&A sessions, because we don't know you.
That's true. You're welcome to ask questions.
Ask all the
You may not
questions.
get answers, or correct answers for that matter, but you're welcome to ask
I'll
questions.
answer. I don't know them, and we keep showing up.
That's true. Well, that's helpful.
Guys.
I didn't vote for that, for the record. I did not vote on the last one or either one. I usually try to keep my vote out of it. Yay.
Happy.
What's up?
We haven't had dust storms recently. No haboobs recently. They're being smartasses, Brandon. We opened the Q&A and they've already begun.
What?
Why is the sky blue? I feel like there's an actual scientific reason that... Well, maybe that's the scientific reason. They're voting on which party pack to catch you up. At the moment, it was 33% on all of them.
Something I don't like is on here, if I close out the program and open back up, I can't see the chat history.
Oh, I gotcha.
So I can't go back and do it.
The only thing worse than a cold toilet seat, a warm toilet seat.
Yep.
You're welcome for anybody that asked. We big dust storms. Thank God, no. It's not compared to the one we had where it like blacked out the town for a day. And why is the sky blue? Because it would look dumb if it was any other color.
Correct.
What if it looked orange the whole time? That'd be weird. Yay, this is helpful. Is there any particular party packs that either of you want to do?
I don't know what's on any of them. I feel like it's always just what's in front of me is what I remember.
That's true. Well, we know what's in 4 because we've done that one. That one's the drawing one, the monster one, Fibbage 3, and then like the one with all the brackets and whatnot.
Oh, no.
So we'll probably say no to 4. What did 1 have in it? 1 has the first Fibbage game, but what else is there?
First Fibbage, does it have the first drawful? Or is that
Yeah, it does. It has Drawful. It has Drawful 1.
drawful, word spud?
That's right.
I can't remember all the ones on 1.
And 3's got Murder Party, the second Quiplash,
TKO.
TKO, yeah.
TKO is one I'd like to do more, but I feel like I don't understand it in the slightest.
I don't understand the point, like, how the scoring works.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how much of your participation matters, and when it feels like it's
Yeah.
none of it, it's a little frustrating.
I always felt like the person that got, the chunk of the score was the person that put them together, but it wasn't, like, their drawing or their saying. So it was really weird.
Might as well do one. Stop! Now that you guys know kind of the game content, what's the consensus? Just in chat.
A couple people have said Quiplash. Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Alright, we'll go with 1 then. I'll switch over to intermission while we get that set up. Alright, so by popular demand, instead of picking 1, 3, or 4, we're staying on 2, because Quiplash is in this one, guys. It's not in the first one. So this one it shall be.
Go sit over there.
Comfortable on the bed. Derek, get a bigger bed.
I know, it's a problem.
I thought you could fit a much bigger bed in here, but
Yeah, that's also part of the problem.
you need just to renovate, knock down that wall, and then push your door that way, so you just make this 2 rooms, 1 big room.
Don't tempt me. The thought of getting rid of the guest room where I have to hear snoring every night sounds wonderful. I know those two love using the guest room because one time my dad got up because he thought he was bugging my mom. About 30 minutes later, my mom got up because she thought she was bugging my dad, who was no longer in the room. So they ended up scaring the crap out of each other.
Do you want the door open?
Open or closed, either way. It kind of helps with the airflow a little bit, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with leaving it open.
We don't have any animals in here, but maybe they will join.
I'm glad my iPad isn't the only one that does that. Well played.
Hey!
I was between that or SugarK.
Well, you know that's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have first-hand knowledge of that. If I was, that'd be a nice tagline, though.
It would. But then you'd have to play Tracer all the
If
time.
I came out, it's like SugarK is SugarK. Have you seen it was like a Facebook thing, and it was like the first person to comment is gay, and then it was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
well, I've got something to tell you.
Yeah, Paul actually did that. If you remember him from, like, high school,
Yeah.
he did that.
Nice.
I know Or had to leave because he said his internet's dying.
Yeah.
So, we're not waiting on that person.
No, who was that one?
Or a Vice.
Okay.
The one that kept winning.
Oh no!
Thanks for giving the rest of us a chance.
My internet is dying, I promise. It's not that I feel bad for you.
I'm not trying to quit while I'm ahead, I swear.
I can't read it. Yeah, that's fine.
It was on sale. Oh, yeah, that's right. Amazon did have that huge sale. Forget about that.
Oh, Prime Day?
Yep. It's like Black Friday, except less people get trampled to death.
I think I saw a statistic that it was like Prime Day is like 43% of like the income that
Yeah, that honestly does
online
not surprise
retailers
me.
make. It's something crazy. And
I'm
so
willing to
it's-
bet of that 43, half of them are like, oh my gosh, this is on sale, I have to get it right now. And the other half are like, well, I was planning on getting it like 3 months from now, I might as well do it now.
Yeah, that was the thing, is there was stuff I wanted to order, and it's like, well, if I don't have the money for it right now to comfortably be like, well, I can get it now, then
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it just to save $2, $3, $4.
Same. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I didn't even look because I know I would have ended up spending money I didn't need to.
Yeah, same. Whenever I heard about it, I'm like, yeah, I probably should stay away from there for a while.
I made a lot of other businesses do big 1-day, 2-day sales. Trying to keep up with that.
Whatever ended up being the end result of that Build-A-Bear hassle that they had in Lubbock. Did you see anything about that?
It was like,
It was like
pay your age.
Yeah, it was like pay your age, and the line was so bad it was like going out of the mall.
Wow.
It was really bad. The worst part is I know somebody who recently got a job there, so I'm sure he had a lot of fun that day. You should just wear that hat.
I have someone that they ended up trying to go, and
Oh, yeah.
they got an email, and it was basically like, you can use this voucher to honor the same deal,
Yeah.
but at a later date. Like, you can, because you can use it. It's not that you all have to line up and do it at one point.
Yeah.
Because it was like so many people waiting. I think they got vouchers.
I don't even think I've been in a Build-A-Bear, like, period, much less the one in the mall.
I used to go, not the Build-A-Bear, the other one. There was one.
Yeah, there was another one, but I don't remember what it's called.
When I was young, that's where I used to go with my granddad.
It's a cowboo.
He likes to dip forward.
Yeah. He has a large head, mostly because that's like 85 to 90% of his body. It's also a nice stress ball, though.
I told Brandon, right? You know, he has that big wall that's empty except for those lights.
Yeah.
I told Brandon, you'd have to move so much out to paint, and have to clear out so much to paint, that I told him, I'm like, we should just do like a gallery wall of things we both like.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be cute for like the pop vinyls we enjoy.
That would
and
work.
The artwork.
That cardboard thing
Diva.
of Diva that I haven't put together yet. I also got it from a
Loot Crate.
loot crate, a gaming loot crate.
What was the theme for that one?
Pew pew.
Oh, makes sense.
Did they give you an Overwatch shirt with that?
I did.
That was very primarily Overwatch.
Yeah.
Because they gave you the poster of it too. And gave you Hundo.
I'm surprised they didn't do like a gay one for like June, like for Gay Pride Month.
Yeah.
They could have put like some Tracer stuff in there.
It's just all Tracer.
All Tracer all the time.
Alright, tell me when to.
I think we're good.
Everyone's in
I think
at
we're
this
good.
point.
Everybody comment your favorite Overwatch ship in the chat.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say character in general. I'm like, oh, I don't know. My favorite character to play, or like my favorite character in terms
Who's
of...
your main? We must know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guess our mains.
And you are about to play.
Guess our mains
Quiplash.
by our voice.
Oh, right.
Hey, welcome to the pizza party.
Now I'm just
guys.
picturing
Here's
Reaper
the
going,
pizza.
we're all soldiers now.
Wish I hadn't given up pizza.
Oh, that'd be great if they did that for a theme where they just switched around the voice lines for characters.
April Fools.
Oh, that'd be so good.
That's what I
Here's
thought would be
two
funny is
prompts
if
on your device.
during
Answer them
Halloween
any
it
way
was a
you want.
cosplay
Each
theme
answer
and it
will
was
go
just
up against
characters
someone
cosplaying
else's
other
Yes!
characters.
That's genius!
Like most. It's simple. You get points based on the percentage of people.
Love
who
to
like
watch
your
some of
answer.
those really funny
Bonus
ones.
if you
It'd be
get more
great.
votes than your opponent.
Can you imagine like Roadhog dressing up as Reaper? That'd be hilarious.
Hanzo cosplaying Widowmaker.
Yes! Complete with like the V-neck that goes down to like here. Oh, that's so good.
This is the awkward point of it of like everyone trying to.
Yeah. Well, I'm done, so. That's the wonderful thing about having the ability to type quickly. And also probably why I could never do this on phone, because my fingers are so big, there's no way I'd hit all the right buttons. I'd have to go back and retype everything and make sure it was spelled correctly. The blue one looked really creepy for a split second there. The other blue one.
Okay, it's time for some quiplashing. Starting things off, a poor substitute for underwear.
Tree bark held together with duct tape or fig leaves. Should have been poison ivy. Yay. It was creative, that's probably why I got points.
Next up,
We could just
a
put duct
rejected
tape
name
in
for
one
the
bag.
game.
Yeah. Oh. Rejected name for the game Yahtzee. Gambling, I don't know, I've never played it. Or the Incredible Dice Spiller game.
Who even knows the rules?
If you need somebody to get the highest amount of ones in a game of Yahtzee, like, I'm your man.
That's it.
Is that one who voted?
I didn't vote, no.
Okay, next one. If animals took over, an exhibit you'd see at the human zoo.
Awkward spooning or lazy fat man watching TV and eating chips. Yay!
Coming up next, another use for cooked spaghetti.
Underwear.
Time
Vomit on sneakers or using it as a whip. Cool whip. You're eating hair! There's a reference. To be fair, I don't think I could have come up with better. It would have been like a bad
share
wig,
blank with someone else.
Delta's passwords, or dick pics.
Voting time.
Yeah,
Both of those answers are true, actually.
I did the wrong form of pics, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Dick pics you pick.
Oh, gross.
It's the dick pics of the week.
Except those are going to be in a magazine somewhere.
That's round one. Let's take a look at the scores.
Your guy looked really upset there. He's like, yeah, I hate my life.
Two, where everything is worth 2 times as much as that silly round one.
Making round one irrelevant.
Hooray!
Okay, this looks really weird because it's not capitalized.
Yeah, because it always types in all caps. That's one of those instances I hope I remembered something correctly, because if I didn't, that's not going to make any sense. That's a good main to have for Overwatch. Larry the Cucumber.
Huh?
Larry the Cucumber.
Oh. Go B. Hit live for me.
I would, but it doesn't exist. So I'm about to time run out because.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I'm willing to bet you might have gotten the one that I got.
Reason to call 911.
So he asked if you wanted to, or Waluigi did not make a smash. Would you call 911? For anybody not getting that joke, by the way, one time Mickey was trying to demonstrate something and accidentally called 911 with Suri. It was great.
If they run out of pucks in a game of hockey.
Rocks, Donuts, or iPhone X.
Devices.
It looks so weird.
I know, right?
iPhone X.
I was like, what is that?
We used to use, like Jello boxes.
Yeah.
My dad would do that.
Next one. Something that the Keebler elves chant during a strike.
Help or fudge this job.
Loading time.
Yay. Those are like the mascots of the fudge cookie things,
Yes.
right? Okay, good. Because I was like, I don't remember if that's right or not.
Next in line. The worst air freshener scent.
I was hoping someone was going to say dog fart.
It's because it's floofy.
Yeah.
And next is
Wet dog was too basic,
something
bitch.
fun to
Yeah.
yell during an opera.
This is where I suck at trying to be funny, so I couldn't answer this one.
English, please. English, mother. You should have done the Lion King intro. The Ziwenia.
It's the end of round 2. Let's see
Oh,
what
that would have
happens.
been hilarious. Oh well.
Some nice boy.
Welcome to the last lash, the final.
It sounded like
round.
the
Stakes
last
are
lash.
The Wast Wash.
And
Last
you're
wash.
all getting it.
The last rash. That ointment's finally working.
Our prompt is: there is only one time that murder is acceptable, and that is when blank.
What's the movie series where it's like you're allowed to do anything for 24 hours?
The Purge.
The Purge. I'm expecting to see a Purge reference in here.
The everything is legal,
Yeah.
including murder.
Oh wow, that didn't give you any time for
All
that.
right, we're ready. Okay.
We have
round
no
two.
answers. I do the murdering, crushing spiders, someone claps as the plane lands. I don't get it. And Nickelodeon cancels a good series for garbage. I just feel like you picked the moral answer, and you're like, there's never an acceptable time for murder. Not giving you any answer. I don't get the joke at all.
I was making fun of people who clap when people.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen Buddy.
Yay, people are better like me that Danny Phantom got cancelled! Or even better when they decide to forgo Adventure Time in favor of Fanboy and Chum Chum.
Scores.
Oh, yeah.
Good decision right there. Hooray!
Are we doing this one again, or
Go with new players in case there's anybody else that needs to hop in
or if
or needs to
people
hop
had
out.
their fix?
Yeah.
Bye, Ludicolo. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
I'm starting to get hungry.
Yeah, I think this will probably be the last round, then we'll go eat because I'm definitely getting there. I should have changed my name to Targmatics. Oh well. No one will get the references I'm making with those names. Because I'm old.
My iPad no longer wants to connect.
Well, at least it's not a drawing game.
That's true. That would suck if it was a drawing game on your phone. The giant hands that remind. Have you seen the commercial for the Blue Bunny whenever it was like, because it always talks about like you get Blue Bunny when you're upset about something, and it was like a father who couldn't like grip a basketball because his hands were too small.
Oh, yeah.
It's so funny. It's like I'm not upset about that, but the bunny had like deflated the basketball, and he's like, well, lots of people can't do that. And then his daughter walks in, who's like 3 years old, and she can grip it with no problems at all. See, all the nice little pretty colors were taken up, so you're probably gonna get something awful like a burnt orange. I don't know if your phone's actually... Well, I guess it probably is by now to set up to connect to our Wi-Fi.
Oh, and even then I have a little bit of data, so.
Mm-hmm.
Opossum, love possums.
I dropped Kalen off at her house the other night. We were sitting in the car talking, and then we just see a possum walk in front of her garage door.
Nice. One of my friends has almost run over one of those by accident when we were driving back from Dallas.
He is beautiful.
Could have had that giant moth. The moth of death.
I would like to see the opossum take on that moth.
I fought the moth and the moth won. Also, we probably only have 4 for this, so you're welcome to start whenever.
Don't stare at me.
The funny thing is, Aura complained about dropping frames. We started with the frame drop being at 0.3, which is actually pretty high, and now it's at 0.0. So we've actually dropped less frames now
Schmidt's been
overall.
saying, you can call me Schmitty. Also, you may call me Schmitty. Alright, good group. Now remember, if Gandhi were alive, this is exactly what he would be doing right now.
Probably. Actually, he'd be filming for Gandhi too,
You'll
but
score points based on the percentage of people
no
who
more
preferred
Mr.
your answer.
Passive
Have at it.
Resistance. Everyone's favorite Majora's Mask character. I'm glad they referenced him again in Skyward Sword. That was a nice touch.
Let's take a look. The first prompt is, what 2 words would passengers never want to hear a pilot say?
How flyer. What's this?
Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite.
What's this? There's color everywhere. It's gonna be a lot of Quiplash. There's only 2 people actually like voting for an answer. There's pretty good odds.
Next up, what Smokey the Bear does when he's not fighting forest fires.
Lighting grass fires or mauling future arsonists.
This one I hope is true.
He's dead now.
Because that shit's funny right there.
It's supposed to be a winky face, but apparently it doesn't register.
It was still funny.
Up next,
When he's not fighting fires, he's starting
The
fires.
Brady Bunch had the family dealing with blank.
Oh, that's hilarious. Hanzo nerfs or the crushing debt behind feeding large family.
No opossum.
Hanzo nerfs. By the way, you should be able to hit Farah with every shot you take
Yep.
in the head,
And next,
Hanzo should be hit
the
scan.
worst halftime show. The
and then report him.
Dancers.
The demolition dancers or the ninja style dancers.
I said the worst. Why are these great?
I don't feel like demolition dancers would be dancing per se. Yay.
So, Junkrat and Genji?
Yeah.
Junkrat and Genji.
I just wanted something that had alliteration, and that was the only word I could think of that might work.
Round 1 is in the books. Let's see the scores.
If it had been the best, I would have put the dirty dancers, like, obviously, but since it said the worst, I didn't really know what to do. Oh well.
Now round 2, where all points and bonuses are doubled. The drama.
I didn't have anything for that second one.
Let's start the show. First up, a great place to hide an Easter egg.
Please no. Yeah,
Okay, everyone.
up a chicken's arse. Thanks for sharing that with the rest of the world. If I vote for it, will it go away? I knew there was gonna be up an ass joke there, like, that was too obvious. Thanks for that.
Okay, next one. The biggest secret the government keeps.
Your virginity or Sterling Archer is a real agent. Yeah. I think we would have found that out by now if that was an actual thing. He's not a very good agent.
A little known use for earwax.
Oh, gross. Shrek homage candles, audio fart-based humor. I appreciate the reference, though. That was really good. But I don't want to know what the actual audio of something involving earwax would be.
The name of the painting Michelangelo was ashamed he created.
True colors of the nose or the first orgy.
I saw something that it was like, hey Michelangelo, can you please like paint the ceiling for us? And it's like I will, but I'm gonna put a bunch of dicks on it.
I was gonna say, wasn't he like a pretty like open about like just sexual things in general? I don't feel like that would bother him at all to do a painting of an orgy.
Well, I don't know about sex, but you know, just know back then it's like who the fuck cared about nudity?
Yeah, also true.
This is round 3, the last lash. Points are tripled, and everyone gets the same one single prompt this time.
Hopefully it'll be something we can
Last
actually
prompt
answer well.
is a trick you shouldn't teach your dog. Everybody's in. Give out your
Play
votes
Kill the
now.
Neighbor, something involving peanut butter, you know. Catch the rabies, boy, go get it. Or the realities of mortality. Very good rhyming scheme there. Hooray for rabies! Good job, Brandon. Good job! Proud of you.
Hey.
That's it.
Brandon clearly knew what was up.
Scores.
Yay,
that did nothing to the standings.
I didn't have half the next person's score.
Yeah, that was me at third. Top answer of the game. What's this? What's this? It's time to go get food.
Agreed.
We'll see you all tomorrow for... Oh, Brett, I'm not doing anything. Nikki's still playing through Pokemon Coliseum. And then on Sunday, whenever I do the 8-hour run-through of Ocarina of Time, and hopefully the capture card A won't crash, and B, I'll actually remember what I'm doing. Because that would be helpful to know. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
See ya.